lined up and ready to go here for this first half. The under-21 men's competition, second phase, lower grouping, playing off for 13th position and below here. Czechia against Australia. And it's Jakubek who takes the sprint for Czechia. Foul on the inside though, almost immediately against Kotnik. So Australia will get possession off the ball. It's with Graham now. So Graham plays it across. Play on advantage coming. Graham, number 2 for Australia. To Bates. Bates to Graham. Bates to Graham. Graham shaping to shoot. Does pass it nicely inside. Big shot coming, deflected. Shot coming from Trewartha, but blocked on the way through. Corner then to be taken by Jethro Bates for Australia. Goes himself. Ends up with a Czechia player on his deck. Plays it in nicely to Graham. Graham with a shot blocked. Paddle foul on the inside then against Menstak. No penalty given. Foul in the act of shooting quite often results in a penalty, especially within the 6-meter line, but nothing coming from that foul then. So Czechia are away here. Oh, and that ball has dropped short. Can they regather this, Czechia? They do. Contact on the body, but ridden well and played on smartly. Czechia with the first opportunity. Big block coming. Just the corner. Referee's happy that that was clean. Menchak with the shot then, but it was nicely worked through by Chernik, who rode the foul well to continue on, not get distracted by it. So Janošek gives the ball to Hazelt. Janošek back on the ball again. Plays it on the angle to Bartosz. Bartosz nicely in to Chernik. This is good play from Czechia. They've worked an opportunity here. It's a big shot coming, the left hand from Mensak, but Australia with 3 people behind the shooter there and getting the block for the corner. So Bartosz sends the ball down the field and Czechia will set up again. Both of these teams already with a win in this second group stage at the moment, so trying to give himself the best possible opportunity to reach the way up to 13th. Of course, the ball comes to Bartosz. Bartosz trying to get hands on the ball at the moment. Paddle foul committed by Trewartha. Ball comes out the back again to Jakubik. Timeout. Just whilst they fix something here. Maybe someone got hurt. Yeah, they're just checking if a player is okay to play on. And they are, so Jakubik out now to Bartosz. Bartosz trying to find space on the inside to pass the ball. Has to go around the back. Jakubik has it at the back at the moment. I think he's looking at the moment for Janošek to make a run. Goes for it himself. Will try and play it through. Nicely blocked, but finds a way inside instead. The big left-handed shot again, though, laid off to the left. Was that clean? It was clean, so nicely blocked on the right-hand side by Trewartha. So Czechia from the corner, Bartosz to Jakubik. Jakubik to Janošek. Big play on advantage for Czechia once more. Number 3 for Australia, that is Bates, who gains a warning from the referee, so he'll need to be careful now for the remainder of the game, Bates. Or more careful, I'm sure. He was already being as careful as possible. Push coming in. Ridden by Mensah. Mensah with the ball back out. It comes to Jakubik. Right-hand side now. Considering the shot. It comes back out to the left-hander. Will they pop it over the top? He does, but it's way too far past Bartosz to make the run for the shot. There's 20 seconds now left on the clock. Can they get that pass inside? There's a clean pass option to Mensah, but they opt against it. And so now the ball comes across to Janoszek. Janoszek with the shot. Where's that going to land? Holding foul. Holding foul against Mensah. Oh, and Mensah, I don't think he knew what was happening there, but he's killed the break. And as a result, he's going to cop a green card. So Mensah, when he came up, he should have let go of the ball to see which way the foul was likely to be. But he killed the breaking opportunity, and he will take a green card as a result. So Mensah takes the long walk off the field. And this gives Australia a great opportunity to try and get the first goal in the game. Graham then dribbling from the back. He gives it to Barable. Over it comes. Oh, out the back, nicely gathered by Graham. Does well with the paddle control. There's got to be space here for Australia to make the most of it. They've got to be really careful on the goalkeeper there. Trewatha just managing to get his nose back underneath. What are Australia going to do here then? Shot potentially coming from Trewatha. No, it's actually taken by Barable. And it goes out for a corner. So there is just over a minute and 5 seconds left on the green card period now. Australia will want to try and capitalize from this. Barable from the corner then. Barable looking to shoot himself, pops it out. It's come to Graham. Graham making a run on this right-hand side. Australia only playing with 4. They've brought a player on at the back, but he's currently all the way back down the field. They're going to regain possession again, get a chance to go once more. Gates in possession now. Gates coming down the left-hand side. Gates with the shot. It's going to be, is it a foul in the middle for Australia? It is. It's a paddle foul. So it's going to be Trewatha. They're happy with the positioning. He's got 2 people to try and get the ball round. He opts for the shot, takes a deflection on the way down. So it's going to be another corner for Australia. And 20 seconds now left on the green card period. Let's see if Australia can make anything from this from the corner. It's with Gates at the moment. That's the green card period over, so Czechia now back to 5 players. Australia trying to work really hard during that 2-minute period to get the goal, but Czechia have managed to keep it to a 0-0 game at the moment. So what can Australia do now that Czechia have a full defense set up? Czechia playing a very strange defensive style at the moment. I think it's most akin to a 2-2. I think there might be an obstruction play on there. Oh, last second save coming from Azelt. He did well to sight that floated shot. Now Azelt sending it down the pitch here. There's an opportunity on the right-hand side if they can bring it over. Can they get that left-handed pass? He goes himself instead. Mensah. Will Mensah opt to shoot? No, plays it inside, but it's too late that time. I think that was the time that Mensah should actually have shot it or given the ball earlier. Mensah challenging Barable then. Barable back to Graham. Oh, and I think Czechia could have done better with that breaking opportunity than they did. So it's back with Australia once more then, and just 1 minute left on this half, still at 0-0 between the two sides. Can Australia break the deadlock here? Graham over to Gates. Gates looking for the inside ball. It's just too far behind under the pressure of Mensah though, who picks it up. And now Czechia have the breaking opportunity once more, and they're coming down the field with Kotnik. Kotnik looks for the pass over the top. They've engineered a one-on-one shooting opportunity and a save. Big save and a cheer from the crowd. Bartosz blocked in the net by Barabel, the captain. And they look to take the corner quickly here. Still 30 seconds left on the clock. Cherny considers the shot. They look to set it up again. Azelt. Out the ball comes to Mensah. Mensah. Back to Azelt. Azelt across the ball comes to Bartosz. 18 seconds now. Can they play it on the inside? Foul, though. Time off. Difference in opinion between the refs here, and they want to have a discussion. Only 12 seconds left on the clock, so could be quite pivotal from them here. It's a difference in opinion of the direction of the paddle foul. Let's see what they opt for. Still taking their time here to discuss this one and make a decision. Let's see what they ultimately decide to give. We're just waiting for second ref to come across. It's going to be a foul, but who's it going to go to? Okay, so the ball does go to Czechia. They will have the opportunity. 10 seconds left. On the run now. Can they get the big left-handed shot? There's a foul on the keeper in the process, though. So the ball now with Australia. They have literally 2 seconds to send the ball up the pitch, but that will be half-time. So, whoa, over goes the Czechia player just at the end of the first half. But we finish the half 0-0 between Czechia and Australia, and both teams not managing to get the edge that they wanted in this game. I'll just take a second to tell you a little bit more about these two sides. Australia had aimed to try and make the top 12, but they're now here competing for down to 13th position. But this is top 12 was a big ambition. This is the first World Championships for all of these players. Fresh-faced to the championships. They've trained 4 times together before coming to this event. And they know it's hard to bring the team together when they all live in different areas. They have some of the more interesting jobs that have been shared with us. A jointer, a Domino's restaurant manager, and an axe throwing instructor. I'm not sure. Axe throwing instructor? Is that in one of those halls where people come in and do it recreationally? Definitely one of the most diverse jobs we've had so far. For Czechia, this team have been playing together since most of them were 11 or 12 years old. They're now 19 to 20, so 8 years of development behind this team together. 10 players applied for the team, and they have 7 players competing here. They only come from 2 clubs. They had a special invitation from the ICF to compete here, so a wild card entry effectively, and they got a high level of support this year from the Czechia Canoe Union, which they've also used to invest in new equipment. So they have these nice new flotation or PFDs, buoyancy aids, that they're wearing here, branded in the Czechia colours. Apparently they've spent almost each weekend together in the last year training for this competition. So family feel to this Czechia side. They all know each other extremely well. And let's see then what they can do in this second half. Two very promising sides. It's Czechia who take the ball easily on the sprint though. Jakubík with a large differential in pace that time around. So Czechia with the first possession of the second half. It's Azelt over to Jakubík. Back to Azelt. On the left-hand side now, big shot coming, saved. Good save by Australia, by the captain, Barabel. Over the top the ball comes, but that's, oh, is that going to gather that? Opportunity here on the foul, they've played it quickly. There's a one-on-one opportunity then under the net, shot saved. Blocked on the way through, nicely by Azelt. Anything else coming for the foul earlier? No. So the referee's content with that just being a foul. It's going to be a corner now for Australia. Ball takes a deflection there. Can Czechia get their hands on the ball? They do. So Januszek, call of obstruction there from the fans, but not agreed with by the referees. So is there a foul? There is a foul. A holding foul by Menchak down the end, and that's a soft giving up a possession to this Australian side. Australia opt for the shot, but it goes for a corner. Takes a touch on the way through. Australia surprised by that. Renoff didn't seem to think that had taken a touch, but I also think it was touched on the way through, so Australia will get the corner. So let's see what Australia can do with this. It's currently with Gates. Gates and Barabel looking to set things up. Graham, he has quite a big space open on the front here. Czechia playing a very wide defensive style, and that's nicely worked in for Australia. But the ball dropped in the process under pressure by them. There's a breaking opportunity now down the other end. Can they get the long shot? The goal is open. Are they going to go for it? He doesn't go for it. That allows Australia to get into the net. Shoots now, blocked cleanly. Czechia still on the ball. Shot over the top. It does take a touch. So it's going to be a corner. No, it's going to be Australia's throw. So Australia with possession once more, and we're still at 0-0 in this game. Very tight affair between these two sides. Ball comes to Barabel. Barabel over the top. Now good opportunity here, one-on-one, develop goal. First in the game, and it's Gates who glides through and scores, and I think that's the frailty of the setup that Czechia are playing defensively. They have two men very wide, and that just allows for that run down the middle to be taken. So Australia open the scoring, 1-0 for them in the game. touched on the way through. It's going to be Czechia's ball from the corner again. So that wasn't a shot at the end there. So they're just trying to bring the shot clock back down to the right time. It's going to be 25 seconds to Czechia from the corner. Game clock ready to go again now. So Kotnik. Chernik brings the ball out to Azelt to Jakubik to Bartosz. Ooh, gathered by Australia though, and a paddle foul by Czechia, and Australia are away here. It's with Barabel. Barabel looking for someone on the break, doesn't have it. Australian coaches having a discussion at the back here. Let's see how aggressive Australia go with this attack. Will they seek to try and set up, use as much time from the clock as possible, sitting on that slender 1-goal lead at the moment. One break would bring Czechia back into the game. Nice ball on the way through. Can they find the shot? They can't. The ball comes out over the top. 5 seconds on the shot. It's got to come now. Shot taken, blocked. Where's that going to fall? It looks like it's going to go back to an Australian player. It does. It's Booth who regathers. So now it's with Gates. Foul committed on the inside though. I think it's a foul by Sands. So Czechia breaking down the pitch, and they've made a good opportunity here. There's a 2-on-1, long shot coming, goal! First in the game for Azelt from distance, and that's it, tied up now, 1 goal apiece. Australia unable to utilize that goal lead. And so we're in for a tense final couple of minutes now. Gates to Barabel. Barabel across to Bates. Bates to Barabel. Back to Bates again. Bates to Barabel, over to Gates. Bates, Barabel. Oh, shot deflected. Not a lot of conviction on that shot, has to be said. Maybe concerned about the clock running out. 3 minutes left then for one of these sides to try and take a definitive lead in the game. It's a group stage this, so could really be damaging for both teams to end up with a draw. Oh, was there a foul in there? There was, and I think that's going to be a penalty as well. It is a penalty. So Azelt playing down onto the ball that was in front of Bates, but Bates was reaching with his hands for it at the same time, and had he gathered, he was in on a one-on-one opportunity there. So a green card given. So if there is a save here, there'll only be 45 seconds left on the game if Czechia can ride it out. So big opportunity. It's going to be Gates up against Bartosz. Goalkeeper against goalkeeper for the taking of this penalty. Here we go. Bartosz moves back a bit. Gates with a shot, saved by Bartosz. It's gone for a corner now. Can Czechia see out the 2-minute period. There's still a long time left in this game to play with 4 players. Czechia trying to win the ball back here. I think if they've managed to gather it, that's nice play by Mensak. He's gained the ball for Czechia. He needs a pass. He gives it long down the field to Bartosz. Bartosz gathers. He pops it over the top. They've created a one-on-one. Down a player. Goal for Jakubik. Czechia, from a player down, make something of it. And Australia, unbelievably, find themselves from a penalty situation to a goal down in the game. And they just switched off a little there after that save. They didn't pick up their men. Maybe knowing that there's an extra man on the pitch, just assuming that they were the player who was free. There's still time here for Australia. That's the call from the coaches. There's still 2 minutes 17 on the clock. Czechia should still have a green card. They do. They've only got 4 players. I think that's what the referee is just making sure comes back up on the screen. I think there's around 1 minute and 20 remaining on the green card. The referee's just going around to have a discussion about how much time there should be left on the game. That was clinical by Czechia, though. One opportunity down with 4 players, and what confidence and ambition to take it up and take the game to Australia, knowing that if they had lost that ball, the Australians would have a run on them down the other end, and Australia looking dejected at the halfway line at the moment, obviously waiting, disappointed. Brabel pointing to his head. I think he's trying to get the mentality back from the players, the captain. They're still in this game. Substitution made. They're going to start the game now. Okay, they're going to ignore the 2-minute timer on the green card and just tell the player when they can come back on. Okay, so we're ready to go then. A little bit off a delay there, but now we are underway. Brabel then from the right-hand side. Can Australia construct something to get them back into parity? Shaping on the left. Now with a shot blocked twice on the way through. It falls again to Bartosz. Bartosz, having made the save earlier, they play it up the pitch now. Chernik has the ball. Australia now definitely playing harder on this 4-out than they were when Czechia were down. Good pressure being put on. Can they get the ball off the pitch here? That's nicely played through. That's really nice play from Czechia. And over the top, and they've constructed another one-on-one situation for the shot. Oh, it's over the bar, though, from Januszek. Czechia looking so dangerous when they're under pressure like that. They're trying to call the players back. The substitutions for Czechia. There must not be long now left on the green card. Any second now, Czechia will be back to 5. Still playing with 4 at the moment. So Gates from the right-hand side. Gates, cross it comes to Brabel. Brabel driving forward, doesn't have any option, so has to pass it back out to Gates. Gates, over it comes to Graham. How long on this card? I feel like Czechia should have a player back on very soon. They've played the whole 2-minute period, so they're back to 5 now. Trying to play it through Australia. Big push there. Foul. And I think there will be a warning as well, will there? No. Nothing coming. Maybe not particularly serious foul, but it is going to be an opportunity. It's timeout. There's 34 seconds left. So can Australia tie this back up? Graham to try and salvage something from the game. No, sorry, it's with Bates. Bates has Graham hovering on this right-hand side. If you can see him, can Graham make a run? And Bates pop it off to him. He goes for himself, scores! Big celebration coming then from Bates. He's tied up the game, and we have 30 seconds on the clock for Czechia to try and get a result here. Back to 5 players. Time off still. Here we go. Australia, the call is for structure. They're going to go back into the zone, and Czechia, can they find an opportunity to win this then? 24 seconds for them. Can they find that clinical edge with Australia set up? Nice ball inside. Shot coming blocked on the way through. 12 seconds left now. Can they get it to the corner quick enough? Kotnik trying to get it there. 7 seconds. I think they're going to run out of time. He can't get there fast enough. He's going to have to be static. And yep, that's the end of the game. So, final score. Australia, Czechia.